Okay, there's a video out there. About me saying that my greatest fear when I was a teenager was to speak in front of the class. And when they forced me to do it, I dropped out of school. So I think that's what the video says on my YouTube somewhere. But when I say dropped out of school, I really got kicked out of school at 15 years old. So, like, it's not dropping out of school, it's being kicked out of school. But that was the trigger. Like, forcing me to speak in front of people was the trigger. Now, unfortunately, we live in the age of influencers, and the world is shaped by these influencers, and I don't like the way people are influencing the masses. So I decided that I'm gonna have to learn how to communicate, and that's what I'm doing right now. And you're gonna see a lot of videos of me, and I'm not gonna edit anything. I'm just gonna do it like that, walk in front of the camera, whatever. I'm not even gonna shave. It doesn't matter. Uh, so this is like um, a training for me. So you're going to be part of my training. You're going to see me go from someone who couldn't talk to someone who's trying to communicate something because he doesn't like what's happening. And also, like, I'm a truck driver, right? And I always work like a maniac. I was a mover. And then when we had a lot of places, furniture store closing down in the 80s, I went to work for a moving company, but here in Quebec, moving is more like 6 months a year. So I would be 6 months on moving, 6 months on taxi, and now I'm driving a tractor trailer. Um, so, like, I always work like a maniac, right? And like, there's so much money you can make in moving or driving a truck or whatever. And then you see guys like Tim Pool, and there's not just Tim Pool, there's Alex Jones. And although Alex Jones did have financial problems lately, but I mean, there's a ton of influencers making a ton of money. That's what I mean. And I work like a nut and I make zero because when I pay all my bills at the end of the month, there's nothing left. So I'm gonna have to learn this. Um, but my real nature is like the nature of a monk. Like, I like silence. I like to read. But a person can be pulled out of his real nature. So I'm going to explain. It's not easy to communicate and it's not easy to explain because the first time I did a video when I started my YouTube channel, I wrote everything down and I read things because I could not say anything. So I had to read. And now I'm trying not to do that. So it's not easy to communicate. So basically, what I mean is that I went. The first time I went in a strip joint was with my older brother Roger, and I was 15 back then, and that resulted in me being addicted to strippers from age 15 to age 47. And believe me, it was not easy breaking that addiction. And when you go to bars, you have to drink, right? So then you're not only addicted to strippers, you're addicted to beer because I like beer and wine. I don't drink hard stuff. And later on, they came and they installed poker machines. There are those video machines in the strip joints, and they put them everywhere anyway. Uh, I'm surprised they didn't put them on the corners of the street. So I got addicted to that for a while. So I was pulled out of my real nature. But still, if you think about it, watching a stripper on stage is not communicating. It's still, you're observing, right? You're contemplating beauty. So you're not talking. So everything I did in my life, really, there wasn't that much communication. I played chess a lot, so there's no communication there. I used to go read books in a coffee shop. I went for years there at the corner snack bar. That was right beside the old forum on Maisonneuve and Lambert-Closse. I used to go there with a book, drink a coffee, so there's no communication there. And even when I was young, I wanted to join because my father was in the Air Force and I wanted to join the military. And they said, what do? You do sports, do you do this, do you do that? And the final conclusion was like, you're a loner, we can't take you. So I'm trying to think of other things that I did. I played chess, I read books, and like I went to strippers a lot. So this is all things where I don't communicate, right? Um, so like I said, now I have to learn it because I want to influence people my way. And I was in a huge battle using a pseudonym because the music that they were playing in Montreal was driving me nuts. Like I grew up in a time where the music was mind blowing, and I mean mind blowing. I mean my mind really blew. Maybe that's why I'm insane today. So anyway, this is too long because my brain has to think of how I'm gonna communicate all this, right? So right now I'm just practicing, and you're gonna see a lot of me posting everywhere. Like, I mean, not everywhere, but on Facebook and on my YouTube channel. So see you guys.